Hi everybody, Lord Mayhem here with Friend or Foe Part 2, the Insanity walkthrough for Mass Effect 2. This is Part 2 of 3, and I swear to God this mission takes 45 hours from beginning to end, so I'm hoping I can do this commentary in one take. One take Bartlett, that's what old Jack Warner used to call me. In any case, we're just after the first episode left off, just coming up this ramp. Set your squad up to face the oncoming husk horde. There's plenty of ammo back there and plenty of ammo up ahead, so you should be fine. Top up your ammo, move a little bit forward, and draw the husks out. It's the same sort of thing you're going to see as the last time. You'll want to draw out 2 or 3 at a time and try to isolate them before moving up and drawing 2 or 3 more out. So just keep the group small and don't move too quickly, and you should be fine. Again, if you do not set your squad to a static position after every group, they'll just run off and do their own thing. It's like Tom Green in a Thai brothel. They'll just go all over the place. You can't control them, so make sure you set them back up to be in a static position before you go ahead and draw more out. You should be fine. And this is going to be the last, for the time being, of the large waves in groups of 2 or 3. The very next wave is a little bit of a free-for-all. We'll get to that in a second, but for right now, just enjoy the small groups while they last. Between you and your squad, with a good base of fire, you shouldn't have any trouble with this section. Just remember that if you're running low on ammo, go back and grab more before continuing onward. If you want to switch up for your sniper rifle to make things easier or to break up the monotony, feel free. Just when you're in close, swap up for a shotgun or for an assault rifle. I prefer the assault rifle just so you don't have to reload as often, but it's really up to your personal preference. See, I don't even know where Zaid got to there. He's just off in his own little world. So that's the entirety of that wave. Once they stop spawning here, move up and grab the money at that terminal. Then once you go down one of these ramps a little ways, it's going to trigger a rather large group of husks and a scion. Again, there's plenty of ammo there and some med kits. There we go. And your eyes aren't deceiving you, that is indeed 20 husks. They don't all come at once, but at the same time they do come in very large groups. So it's helpful to have your squad set up a little bit further back and draw the husks up into a choke point where you can just take them out a couple at a time. You'll see Zaid throws his inferno grenades a couple of times. That's helpful to weaken the husks as they come up. You'll probably want to keep an eye on Grunt that he doesn't use his charge attack. If you have your auto squad power use turned on, you might want to turn that off. I usually leave it on just because I'm lazy, but especially if you're going for any of the trophies associated with the individual powers, you'll want to turn that off. See, where did they even go? You turn your back for 5 seconds, it's like kids with candy. In any case, once the first wave of husks is dead, you can crowd into this corner here and shoot this scion through the terminals and this overhead machinery, and do it in complete safety. It still treats you as if it can't see you, but you have a clear shot at it, so you can just unload your entire clip on him and kill it with no trouble at all. There is still going to be a lot of husks left to deal with, but once the scion's dead, it's all downhill from here. Again, set up your squad back a ways. If you're finding yourself being overrun by husks, set your squad further back so that you have time to thin the herd and sort of backpedal while you're shooting. The further back your squad is, the more time they'll have to shoot at the husks while they're on the run up. I just pulled out my incendiary there because I kept triggering it while going for the adrenaline rush. As you probably heard in one of the previous videos, I prefer the heavy warp ammo to incendiary. It does effectively the same amount of damage, and you don't have to swap back and forth when dealing with barriers. It's also fairly effective against armor. Not so much against shields, but against armor and barriers, pretty good. In these missions, there's nothing but armor anyhow, so it's ideal for any collector-based mission, or with scions and husks, especially when there's a crap ton of them. I think that's the lot. Not that that wasn't enough, but make sure you fill up on your ammo before continuing. If you get down to the bottom, you find nothing's triggered, then you're good. Go into the corner behind you here, and there will be a heavy weapon ammo as well as a shotgun damage upgrade and some additional ammunition. Now what you want to do here, there'll be a rather large wave that's triggered near the top of that staircase, so instead of going up there and triggering it first, come back here and set up your squad at the edge of this balcony. They'll actually have a line of fire over the edge of the stairwell, and they can fire over your head while you pull them down. The stairwell will also form a natural barrier against the two scions that are going to appear, so you can funnel the husks into the lower area into a kill zone while the slower scions lag behind. You can wipe out all of the husks entirely before the scions even become an issue. So now that you've pulled the scions and the husks, you can take the time to wear down the scions from here, or get an early start on the husks. It's really up to you. As you can see, your two squad members can hit the husks as they're coming up the stairs, and you can just pull back and kill them as they reach the top and come back down. By that point, they're usually softened up enough that a couple of good rounds will take them out. Okay, now that all the husks have rushed ahead and been taken care of, you'll deal with the scions. One is usually quite a bit closer than the other. So come back here behind this tank, and while your two squad members hold its attention, you can stand back here and cheat the corner, or if he is truly ignoring you, swap up for your sniper rifle and try and hit him in the head. Mind you, he's flipping around there so much you probably wouldn't be able to get a headshot, but still, sniper rifle is great against armored targets, so a little bit more effective. See, the other scion is just inside range. You can soften him up with the explosive containers, but realistically, the amount of damage it can do, it's not worth exposing yourself to its fire. Just pull back here, wait for it to get a clear line of fire, and you'll be good. In this particular instance, the Zaid and Grunt actually wear down the Scion quite a bit by the time I even have a clear line of fire on it, so it worked out quite nicely for us. Which is why I take this stupid chance and move up a little bit. Try to speed up things a little bit. That, and I didn't want to have to do a fourth part to friend or foe. Okay, once the two Scions are dead, stock up again on your ammunition. You can keep your squad where they are. Move down a little bit further to the bottom of the ramp. When I say keep your squad where they are, I mean you're going to have to set them to stay put again. because it's just the same as before. Every time the wave is done and there's no enemies on the map, they'll just default to forming back up with you. But you can set them there and move down and pull the next group of husks. We're back to this for a while. Strangely enough, you're not going to see many abominations from here to the end of the level. I don't know why all of a sudden they decided that no more abominations. I don't know, maybe they have a better union than the husks do, but for the most part all you're going to see is lots and lots of husks until you get into the final stage in the battle. Pull a few more. There always seems to be more. Well, that's pretty much it. That's a bit of a short one this time, but this is the last logical breaking point before the final battle. So this is Friend or Foe Part 2. Tune in next time for Part 3 in the Insanity walkthrough for Mass Effect 2. I'm Lord Mame, and thank you for watching.